Cool. Short, bud. Yeah, cool. Move this back. Yeah, keep up. And your headset can go on. Pressurizing. There we go.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. So, can you hear me now?
No. Is that better? No, not quite. Yeah, talk loudly into the mic. Yeah. Yeah, so you can hear me loud and clear. Yeah. Cool. All pressurizing, T's and P's are in the green. Main lights are extinguished. Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, ready for squawk.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, squawk 3057, QNH 1026, ready for taxi, tower 118.1, cheers.
3057, QNH 1026, tower 118.1 for taxi, Fox Victor Whiskey. Oh, so now
I'm just going to change the frequency. Okay, these are
a bit
intermittent.
Portals with aprons, reform Fox Victor Whiskey, good day. Fox Victor Whiskey, Sling 2, 2 crew on board, 5 hours endurance. Could you please hold the gates for training flights to the channel flying air? 1181 for taxi, Fox Victor Whiskey. Tower, good day, Zulu form Fox Victor Whiskey.
Fox Victor Whiskey, good morning, taxi Alpha, Alpha 2, holding point runway 08.
Alpha 2, holding point 08, Fox Victor Whiskey. I don't know why the comms are so
Intermittent. Can you
hear me? Okay.
check?
It should get better. There we go. That's perfect.
Hey, with me recording.
Yes, go for it.
Tower, India Alpha Echo, final approach.
Okay, if you get hot,
Touch and go runway.
they are like air cons here. It's ram air from the outside.
Touch and go runway 08, report right downwind, the wind is 0907 knots. Clear touch and go, report right downwind, runway 08, India Alpha Echo.
Is this your first time in a plane? Or have you been in a plane?
I've been.
Okay. Okay.
Count your.
Sorry?
Count your flight.
Yes. Yeah, so after every flight we need to log it. In a logbook. Yeah. A couple of hundred. Yeah. Yeah. No, we log it in hours as experience, yeah.
What is your goal?
Airline. Airline for sure. Yeah. Check.
This is
Cool.
Please request 2 circuits.
Dr. Yankee Papa, copy the circuit, report final approach runway 08.
Report final approach runway 08, Fox Yankee Papa.
Yeah, so we're going to do a thing called run-ups now, which is just simulating flight, so testing the engine. There we go, we park into the wind. Park brake on, throttle 2000. Temperatures and pressures are in the green, change tanks, left tank selected. Sufficient fuel flow, no significant drop in RPM. Go. 4000. Brakes holding. Temperatures and pressures in the green. Fuel pump 1. No significant drop, fuel flow stable. And back on. Fuel pump 2. That's why we check. Yeah, on. Turn this off quick.
There we go.
Okay, so we're just going to check that again. Fuel pump 2. If it's not working, then it is not safe. Okay, no significant drop. Satisfactory. Go. Back on. Yeah.
India Alpha Echo number 2 to a swing. Traffic's on the left downwind.
Lane lights on.
Shortly.
Drop. EGT coolant off. Maximum flow.
Good morning, Zulu Sierra, Sierra Uniform Lima, request taxi.
Sierra Uniform Lima, good morning. Taxi Alpha Alpha 2, holding point runway 08.
4000 set.
Taxi Alpha, Alpha 2,
Check this one more time.
08, Sierra Uniform Lima.
Yeah, cool. Pump's good. Lane A. EGT coolant. I just want to see this go to 28. 27, 28. Cool. Wait for lane light to be extinguished.
Tower India Alpha Echo, right downwind runway 08.
Lane light extinguished. Lane B. Oil temperature, oil pressure off. Wait for the maximum fuel flow. Maximum fuel flow, lane light is on.
Alpha Echo. Foxtrot Yankee Papa,
Back
first
off.
stage report final.
Lane light extinguished. Idle. Engine not cutting or idling too fast, back to 2000. And lastly, control surface. Cool. Yeah, approach is clear. Fox Victor Whiskey, ready holding point runway 08.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, hold position.
Hold position, Fox Victor Whiskey. Cool. Need to go fly. Just the plane's name, so Foxtrot Victor Whiskey.
Tower India Alpha Echo has traffic inside, wait for base.
Check. Just talk in your mic.
Alpha Echo, you are number 2 now to a PA34. Traffic is your 1 o'clock.
Oh, I'm really struggling to hear you. Talk, is that better? Is that softer or louder? Yeah. Cool, that should be loud volume then. I just want to see if there's a switch on the other side. Nah, cool.
Last call to tower, say again.
No, not quite, but once we're up then I'll play with the squelch.
India Alpha Echo, on reaching the coastline, follow the coastline all the way to long final.
Follow the coast along final, India Alpha Echo.
Prima 342, good morning, continue the approach, the wind is 0609 knots.
Continue approach, Prima 342.
India Alpha Echo, have you got the Seneca in sight?
Okay, so we're just waiting.
Now you're 1 o'clock, just
Because there's an aircraft from final approach and crosswind. So 2 aircraft coming into
India
land now.
Alpha Echo, report final number 2.
Report final number 2 behind, India Alpha Echo.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, clear takeoff runway 08, the wind is 0609 knots, left turn report CTR outbound.
Clear takeoff runway 08, Fox Victor Whiskey, and we'll report CTR outbound.
No delay please.
No delay. Cool, and on transponder set to alt. Approach is clear. Cool, you ready? Let's do this. Okay, everything configured. Static RPM. Lane lights extinguished. 5, 40, rotate. Takeoff checks, land light off, engine T's and P's are in the green, lane lights extinguished, airspeed flaps are up. Okay, so can you hear me better now? And now. So these are the two buttons I'm going to press. Better? Yeah. No, not really. Not really. Where have you flown before? Okay. Okay. Sure. It's a beautiful day, eh? Visibility's not great, but smooth conditions. This is my first flight today. Yeah. It is. Today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean overall.
Oh, it was super exciting. No, it was super exciting. I loved every minute. Really. Yeah, it was when I was 16, and I was like in love after that first flight.
After
India Alpha Echo, clear touch and go runway 08, report right downwind, the wind is 090, 9 knots. Go, report right downwind, runway 08, India Alpha Echo. Go ahead.
So what's news with the church? What's happening? Yeah, I'm really struggling to hear you.
I think if we can squeeze in a couple of circuits, then we'll be ready for our approaches at...
Would you mind actually sticking the mic under the mask? Because sometimes that helps.
First, and then I
we kind of had the mask off.
and then after the IFA, we'll activate the flight plan.
You can take your mask off because I'm wearing my mask. So it's alright.
This big.
Yeah, way better. Put it as close as possible.
Okay, you must just spray it off. Okay.
Yeah, oh, that's perfect. Oh, man.
Awesome. So we're quite busy at the moment because the church is opening now.
Yeah?
So we're like trying to get to church.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's exciting. Like we keep saying, it feels like we're building the church.
Yeah.
It's fun. How was lockdown for you guys?
Oh.
Carry on? Or
No, we didn't. We came to stage 3 or level 3 were we able to continue flying.
So are you still studying or what?
No, I'm finished. Yeah. I want to study further though. I would love to do that. So I've got my commercial license and my instructor's rating. But I want to get my airline transport pilot license, which is
Okay.
another set of theoretical exams and a flight test.
Your goal is to do like international flights or?
Yeah. International.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to talk on the radio quick. Whiskey, CTR.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, broadcast 130.35.
Small 35, there, Fox Victor Whiskey. Traffic in the Polar Specials area, Fox Victor Whiskey. We are sling 2 nautical miles to the west of Salt Lakes, 1,500 feet, routing to the Polar General Fine area, maintaining 1,500 feet, Fox Victor Whiskey. So yeah, so this screen over here actually tells us everything about our engine. So we don't rely on the fuel gauges. That's just because they need to be reset after every time they refuel. So that's why I checked the fuel before we went pre-flight. Oil pressure, our RPM, just like a car. Exhaust gas temperature, and our coolant. So this is all the information we require from the engine. There's a bit more to it, but that is what I'm monitoring currently. Just looking at those aspects of the. So this entire screen is called the EFIS. EFIS. EFIS.
So why is the plane moving like that? The wind?
So if you look at it's not a flat terrain.
Yeah.
So that causes a bit of turbulence.
Oh.
Yeah, and we just feel it a lot more in these lighter aircraft.
Why do you, if the ground is...
It's surface friction, pretty much, that's causing this turbulence because we're still so low. So we're going to climb quite a bit higher when we get there. So this is Utenag in front of us.
What?
Yeah.
Utenag.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to try if you want.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what to do.
Put it nicely in front for you.
And just go forward.
Driving the Polar Specials, Fox Victor Whiskey, sling 2 5 nautical miles to the northwest of Salt Lakes, 1,500 feet, routing to Quantabukle, maintaining 1,500 feet, Fox Victor Whiskey. Okay, so when flying these lighter aircraft, we want to have a lighter grip as possible.
Okay.
Because if we grip it tightly and we get distracted, oh, look at the beautiful scenery there. This is what happens. They drift like that. So we want to grip it possible because also we want the students to know if the aircraft gets displaced. So say there's a bit of turbulence and we end up there, what the aircraft wants to do, that it's stable. So if that had to happen, nothing bad will happen because we are in control. And the aircraft is stable in that regard where if it gets displaced, it's not going to resort to the worst case scenario. They're really stable when it comes to the design of these aircraft. And what other foundations has the church got going at the moment? Got you guys busy with?
So mostly at this time of the year we do buckets of bleach.
Okay.
So where we get like people to bring food and stuff and then we take it out into... And then I don't know, I think you know about the outreach?
Yeah.
The Transcar outreach. So
Yeah.
sadly we won't be doing that this year. So we're trying to see like what we can do for Elizabeth instead of the outreach. So we're trying to do something for the students, stuff like that. But we're still planning. Like everything was so abrupt. So all the planning is so democrat at the moment. So yeah, we want to plan because the students will go deep into December.
Yeah.
Most of the bursaries stop in November. So the plan is to pack food parcels and go to the residents and like spend time with them. Yeah, so that's the plan for now.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, this is Utenag in front of... Well, this is technically Quantabukle
Okay.
in front of us. Utenag is over there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can see, but there's actually an airfield just past the building. So there's a set of buildings here, and then at the foot of that mountain as well. So there's an airfield just in the middle there. Start climbing anyway. Get away from this turbulence.
Polar
Switch rules, Uniform Fox Victor Whiskey. We are overhead Konabukle, 1,700 feet, climbing to 4,000 feet. We are routing via the Central Ridge to Coxcomb, Fox Victor Whiskey.
What is it about flying that you love?
Oh man, this is work. This is a job that I'm doing right now. I don't see what's not to love about it. Everything, yeah, I mean the cleaning of planes, checking the engine, the actual freeness you feel when flying, all of that comes together. It's a supernatural thing you get to experience as humans.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, when we were put on this earth, they didn't give us steel metal cages and all this cars. All of it is a great advance for the future, and I love it. I love it.
amazing.
Now you can see the airfield. So it's a grass airfield
Okay.
at your 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Cool, eh? Newton Egg Airfield.
Huge. But it looks big.
Traffic in the portless general flying areas, Reform Fox Victor Whiskey. We are sling to overhead Konabukle, 2,500 feet, climbing to 5,000 feet, routing to Coxcomb, routing via the Central Ridge. Fox Victor Whiskey. Any traffic operating?
Foxtrot Yankee Romeo, currently at 2,000 feet overhead VW factory. And Foxtrot Romeo Sierra, Sandy Patches, 4,000, descending 3,000, Sandy Patches.
Cool, thanks guys. Fox Victor Whiskey. We'll route to the west of Central Ridge via the Rocklands Valley to Coxcomb. Fox Victor Whiskey.
Foxtrot Yankee Romeo is at 2,000 overhead VW factory. We'll be switching to 120.4.
Okay, so right now we are just about to pass 3,000 feet. Like vertical.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the purpose of this training, is to teach us how to deal with each and every situation.
But that what we're doing now,
Yeah.
no, it's amazing. I think the kids will love it.
Uh,
And what I love about it is I feel like kids, even us, like we didn't know what was out there. Like you
Yeah.
know about the main jobs. So I didn't even know this was a thing. Like you don't think like obviously pilots study, but you're like, I can't do that. Like how did they? So I think it's gonna open so many kids' eyes. Hopefully a few of them are like, oh, I don't want to do this.
sure.
I really love it. I hope that like some of them see how that can be their future one day, or they didn't even think about doing that. That's awesome.
That's really the goal, is to just create awareness. Is to get more people aware that, you know, you can do this. It is attainable.
Yeah. And it's in PE as well. I live in PE my whole life and I've never heard of it. So cool. How long have they
How long have they?
been
In PE?
Yeah.
Years. No, there are flight schools all over the country.
Oh,
It's a very niche market. Like, you don't come across it unless you're looking for it. And if you do, it's a great coincidence.
oh, we're high now.
Joe flying here at traffic port from Sierra, Soul Sling to 3,000 foot, Sandy Patches, descending 2,000.
So this is the Rocklands Valley that we are flying through now. We've got the Central Ridge,
Okay.
which is this mountainous terrain to the right. And then we've got the gliding ridge, which is by the Newton Egg Airfield.
Lady Slipper is somewhere.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Lady Slipper's over there.
I know these mountains.
Ow. Very different from up here, eh?
Yeah, so it looks so
Very.
flat.
And if you carry on along the coast there, we'll end up in J Bay.
Okay. Have you climbed Lady Slipper?
Yes. Yeah, many times. I love
Is
doing
it?
it. Yeah.
Did it as a project in Boss, so I studied photography. And we had to climb it with all our photography equipment. So like our tripods and everything. And we did so there's two routes. The one is quite hectic. The one is quite...
Yes.
Yeah. So we took that one. You were so tired. Early morning to get like the sunrise shots.
Oh, yo, that must have been nice though.
Such an experience. Awesome.
You want to give it a go? Really smooth up here.
Yes, okay.
So,
Stop.
don't worry. I am here.
Okay.
So, whatever you do, I can recover from. So, right hand, you can take your left hand, gently, and now all we're going to do is roll it to the left. So this movement is called rolling.
Okay.
Changing direction, turning. If we want to go back to wings level, gentle right input, and once we get to wings level, we neutralize to get it back there. You want to try that to the right?
Yeah. With my left hand.
Just like that. And apply a little bit of back pressure. There we go. Nice. And wings level. Pretty cool. You're busy flying.
Why do I use my left hand?
Because your right hand would be on the throttle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, just primacy. Just the laws of primacy. Teach you the correct thing from the beginning. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's pitch to a high nose attitude. So this is a high nose attitude, where the nose goes higher. Now we always compare it from the nose of the aircraft, the cowling, in front of us, to the horizon.
Okay.
So this attitude is called reference datum, where if we had to put 4 fingers on the cowling, the horizon would be going through our 4th finger.
Fourth thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the reference datum attitude. If you want to go to a high nose attitude, that would require back pressure on the control column. A bit of back pressure, and you see,
Woo!
we go up. And we neutralize, hold it there, you see we're busy climbing.
Yeah.
Want to go back down, lower it, and neutralize. Want to give that a go? Okay, so one thing to note, that back pressure is very much gentle.
Okay.
It's not a large, abrupt movement. It is merely squeezing it backwards just to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool, you have control. Hey, look at you go. Pilot. There we go, and return to that reference. Nice.
Did
Awesome.
I tilt it?
A little bit,
Okay,
yes.
why did I do that?
So when you were applying the back pressure, you also went left.
Oh, okay. Woo! Woo! Oh my word. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go for it.
That again.
Oh, what, like a turn?
Yeah,
Do you want to do a steep turn?
Okay,
Are you
let's do it.
wheezy at all? Do you get sick at all?
Little bit.
Little bit. Okay, well let me know.
Okay.
If this makes you sick. So it's a 45-degree angle of bank.
Okay, wait.
45 to
that
60.
way.
Do you want to go left? Let's go left, because then
Okay.
it's right by you. Yeah, so I'm just going to get some space. Yeah, so this is a steep turn. I'm just going to do a hazel check quick. Height, 4,500 feet, can recover within 2,000. Airframe configuration. Clean. Safety security, are you buckled in? Cool. Wrapped up. Loose objects. Temperatures and pressures are in the green. Coolant EGT in the green. Gonna set about 4.5 RPM here. Location, we are in the Rocklands Valley high terrain to the left and to the right of us. Left and to the right, as well as Coxcomb in front of us. We have got a low terrain over, we are flying over low terrain. Lastly, look out. Deep turn.
Hey. Yeah. That's fun. That way as well. Yeah. I have goosebumps. That was
Hey, I'm so
insane.
glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah, so is this like good footage for the advertisement? So is
Yeah.
this going to be an ad for
Yeah.
the church? Like
Yeah.
you're going to give videos to school?
Yeah, like
Okay.
you guys will chat a bit as well afterwards
Yeah.
and just explain like what it'll be and what the experience might be.
Okay. Check how cool this terrain is here from the sky.
So beautiful, that dip thing.
And yeah, that's Coxcomb there, which is like the tallest point of the Bobbyard. Or it's just behind there. Cool, and I hope all the audio and that is good for the Facebook Live.
Yeah,
Hope
all
it's
the
all
people
going on,
are
guys.
watching. Our whole grow group is watching.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Our grow group.
Yeah, so Ryan, what he does is he's actually made like a live video, so when he goes and flies,
Yeah.
he just puts it live.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
for Facebook, so that whoever wants to join, he just talks them through it. It is now 22, so it's time for freedom check, which is fuel, radios, engine, DI to compass, and altimeter. So, change fuel, right tank selected, low fuel pressure stable. Radios 124.2 GF active with 130.35 special rules on standby. We will be contacting 120.4 after that approach. Engine T's and P's are in the green. DI 140 all good, and altimeter still got an QNH of 1026. And Damien, how's he doing?
Very good. Having work and being busy. Doing Veritas at the moment. I don't know if you know Veritas.
No.
It's
What
like
is it?
It's a course at church where they show how to like stand the Bible and like read the Bible.
Sure.
Insane. So he's doing that now. He's doing certificate.
Okay. No, this job really seems to suit him. Like, he seems very much like he's on a constant trajectory of growth. Like,
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah. Can't sit still.
GF traffic, Uniform Fox Victor Whiskey. Details complete in the Rocklands Valley, routing by the Central Ridge, 4,200 feet to Uteneg Town, thereafter to the VW factory. Fox Victor Whiskey. So all the individuals that came to Madiba Bay School of Flight today are from the church and they work full-time with the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all of us. The
Oh.
two sound engineers, they are apprentices. So they don't work they're working full-time this year, but they're not full-time staff.
Okay.
So they did like a year apprentice job, but they won't stay here.
Okay.
Others are full-time staff.
GF traffic, Fox Victor Whiskey. There's still traffic operating in the sandy patches, Fox Victor Whiskey.
Affirm, sir. FUS 2,500 foot.
Copy that, Fox Victor Whiskey, routing by the Central Ridge, thereafter the gliding ridge to the VW factory, Fox Victor Whiskey.
Copy, Foxtrot Sierra. We'll stay in the sandy patches for you until you're well clear.
Thank you very much, Fox Victor Whiskey. Cool, so that guy who we're talking to now,
Yeah.
he is located over these, you see the farmlands? He's flying over there somewhere. All we're going to do is maintain clear of him. So that's how the area is split up, because
Traffic in the general flying area, helicopter Papa Victor Oscar. Airborne over here, Durincom, Game Reserve, approximately 5 miles northeast of Uteneg. We're routing to Jeffreys Bay via Uteneg, and we'll be crossing directly over here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit bumpy.
Okay.
Just over this terrain. So because there's obviously at times more than one possible aircraft in this vicinity, because this is our general flying area,
Yeah.
they've broken it up into different sectors. So we've got the chicken farms here, which is actual chicken farms, and the airspace around that would be called chicken farm. So that is where it would be located. This right here is called the sandy patches. Now, when there's more than one aircraft, we go to different sectors. Coordinate that between ourselves.
So where are we in Sandy?
No, so we're in between sandy patches and chicken farms, currently over the Central Ridge.
Okay. What is your favorite terrain?
Favorite terrain or plane?
Terrain. Your favorite place to fly?
Your favorite place to fly? I must say PE has it all.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got beautiful winds that makes great pilots, because Smooth seas never made great sailors.
Yeah.
So we need that wind. The scenery, it's spectacular. You'll see when we come into land. Now this is a day we should be considered to have bad visibility because we can't see very far. GF traffic, Fox Victor Whiskey in between the gliding ridge and the central ridge, 3,500 foot route into Uteneg Town, thereafter VW factory, Fox Victor Whiskey.
This is Papa Victor Oscar, helicopter. Approximately 2 miles northeast of Uteneg Airfield at 2,000 feet. En route to Jeffreys Bay, we'll be crossing directly over Uteneg Airfield at 2,300 feet. We'll be routing via Lady Slipper, Papa Victor Oscar.
Fox Victor Whiskey will be maintaining 3,500 foot just for vertical separation. Fox Victor Whiskey. Cool, so every time I talk,
What's your QNH?
on a QNH of 1026, Fox Victor Whiskey.
QNH 1026, Papa Victor Oscar.
Yeah, so there really should be a plane somewhere here now. Relatively close. Not close to us, but I mean that vicinity. GF traffic, Fox Victor Whiskey, overhead the gliding ridge, 3,500 foot. Cool, and the goal for this is actually just to get more younger people involved in aviation, because we've seen quite a decline since the beginning of the year, like youngsters really being driven to become pilots in the future.
Oh.
Because as you said, I mean, you've been here your whole life and you don't even know like any flight schools or anything. So we're just really trying to create awareness. And Ryan, back at school that you met, he's doing a fantastic job at that.
Traffic in the general flying area, helicopter Papa Victor Oscar, directly over at Uteneg Airfield at 2,300 feet, routing to Jeffreys Bay via Lady Slipper, Papa Victor Oscar.
Thanks a lot, Fox Victor Whiskey, also overhead Uteneg Airfield, 3,000 feet now, routing to 026, Fox Victor Whiskey. Follow the special rules, uniform Fox Victor Whiskey, we are overhead VW factory 2,000 feet, we are routing to the Salt Lakes main tower, descending 1,500 feet, Fox Victor Whiskey.
Specials, Ramir Bravo Alpha, beam Cook Harbor 1000, rating class twice B, Ramir Bravo Alpha.
Volkswagen.
Yeah, so this is the VW factory that we're flying over now. Yeah.
Paradise Beach traffic, November Fox Juliet overhead the field now, to join on the right, downwind 408.
So how long was your photography?
The first year you do everything, so you do graphic design and visual art and fashion, everything.
Yeah.
And then the second year you major, so then you go into, so I went into photography. So then it's years, and then you have your degree. But it's a bachelor's in visual arts, so it's not a bachelor's in photography. It's like a overall. So it was amazing. The first year you got like every week you did something different, and I love that because I hate doing the same thing.
Okay.
So it was such a challenge, but I loved it. Yeah, I did a lot.
That's very cool. And then what do you do for the church?
So I'm doing graphic design work. So,
Cool.
sorry. If someone talks to you, I just keep quiet. Okay.
Thank you.
I started doing graphic design work 3 years ago at church. So doing like the social media and the videos and the photography, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're employed full-time with the church?
Yes. Yeah. And then I have like my own business illustrating. So it's called Create, and I do a lot of illustrations and like
Traffic in the
design work.
visuals area, helicopter Papa Victor Oscar. Overhead, Rocklands Chicken Farm at 2,400. Routing to Jeffreys Bay.
And how do your weeks look then?
Papa Victor Oscar.
So it's quite a full-time job. It's so difficult to explain to someone, but every day looks different. So if there's an event, we'll like help out with the event and get the marketing out and social media. And like this year, it's hard for the house month.
Yeah.
So we're getting clips of what the church is doing and how the church is growing and what we're doing for the city. So yeah, every day looks different, but busy.
Okay.
Yeah. And your days?
Very much weather dependent.
Okay.
But there are 3 parts to this job. We have the flying part of it, and we have the briefing side, which is the theoretical part, and then we have the simulator. So when the weather is bad, generally either in the simulator or doing briefings,
Yeah.
which is just like high school, sitting in the classroom and you're teaching, just like that. Yeah. So good days, first thing in the morning, and also dependent on time of year, because we're very much dependent on the amount of students we do have. That influences our workload. So if it's a good month, like last month was really busy, we had a lot of influx of students, a lot of people testing for their private license.
Okay.
So it was busy. So you get here at like 6 in the morning, sunrise, go for flights, and then you do the lessons, in the air, and it'll be followed by a debrief, and then you climb to the plane again with another student, and you go up with them, and you do a lesson. But it's very much like integrating the 3 aspects of the training.
That's awesome.
It can be the fullest days where you're here 6 in the morning and leave at like 9 at night. Very possible. But also where you get here and you have like 1 hour sim session and you're finished.
Yeah.
So it's very much dependent on the pupils, and the amount of students as well as weather.
And do you like that? Do you like the like unstructured almost?
I'm very routine orientated.
Yeah.
So I still keep the same routine.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the job, and it will always be like this. So I really enjoy it. For the set rules, Fox Victor Whiskey is linked to over the Salt Lakes, 1,500 feet, entering the pool of the CTR, chain frequency 118.1.
This is helicopter Papa Victor Oscar, beam Lady Slipper at...
Know where we are now. These are the Salt Lakes. So have you ever driven to Port Alfred?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you drive past all of these massive things, salt pans.
Bravo Alpha, from your current position, if you could route towards the left base for runway 08, I have traffic coming in from the GFA.
100 to the left base for 08, Romeo Bravo Alpha.
So, good day again, Fox Victor Whiskey.
Last call calling, say again, call sign.
Zulu uniform, Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, good day.
Zulu uniform, Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, Tower, good day, John report, early left, downwind for runway 08, the QNH is 1026, surface wind 070 degrees, 10 knots.
We'll join and report on a early left downwind runway 08, QNH 1026, Fox Victor Whiskey.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, en route to the early left downwind. Keep lookout and report a Bial Jet Ranger. Currently in your 12 o'clock position, about 4 nautical miles, routing for left base.
We'll be keeping a lookout for the traffic, Foxtrot Victor Whiskey.
Open tailgate.
So this is our joining procedure to come in and land. So for structure,
Yeah.
so we have set routes that we follow in.
Okay.
So they are just telling us where to go now.
Open officer traffic to proceed behind the 08 localizer.
You ever seen a whale while you...
Oh, many times,
Is it?
yeah.
Ah.
Oh no, it's beautiful flying over the sea.
Oh. Imagine.
Romeo Bravo Alpha, where will you be landing?
At the general aviation area at Agnes.
Copied. Romeo Bravo Alpha, runway 08. The surface wind is 09 degrees. Do not route via the grassy and the block remaining north of runway 08. Land pilot discretion, report safe on the ground.
Copy the wind, stay north of the actor, routine via ground center block, and call safe next, Romeo Bravo Alpha.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, route towards left base for runway 08, report left base.
Routing for left base or report left base, Fox Victor Whiskey. Where do you
In Salisbury Park,
where's that near? Mall or something?
Mountain Spa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh. Ah, this.
Romeo Bravo Alpha, persons born endurance.
Persons aboard 3 and endurance hour 20, Romeo Bravo Alpha.
Thank you. Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, report final approach runway 08.
Report final approach, Victor Whiskey.
Zulu Uniform, Foxtrot Uniform Sierra Tower, good day. To report left base for runway 08, the QNH 1026. Surface wind 060 degrees, 11 knots.
What you thinking about?
Me. How amazing this is. But it must be so scary to fly a plane. I don't know.
Just as a car is intimidating climbing and driving for the first time,
Yeah.
you adapt to the plane, but it is something that it's like you want to do.
Yeah.
If it's not a passion, it
Yeah.
becomes very difficult to succeed in this industry.
Okay. Yeah, I think I actually feel that about everything. Like, if you do your job and it's your passion, then it makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. Okay, so it is going to get a little bumpy the closer we get to the ground.
Okay.
So just anticipate that. Okay, when we're close to the ground, just please no abrupt movement on the controls.
Okay.
Or touch any of the switches.
I won't.
Yeah, but I'm sure you understand.
So crazy, this big...
Sorry?
The big green patch in the middle of
Yeah.
Like, I've never known.
Safe next.
Here's Sportsman's Warehouse. Right beneath us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And here's Mount Pleasant. Okay, do you want to get a good photo?
Yes.
I want to ask if they can put on for us.
Tower, Foxtrot Whiskey.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, go ahead.
Would it be possible to put the approach lighting on, please, ma'am? Just for some scenic views, taking some photos up here. Foxtrot Whiskey.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Foxtrot Whiskey.
Where?
So they're going to put the approach lights on.
Okay.
Uniform Foxtrot Yankee Papa Tower, good day. Taxi Alpha Alpha 12, report runway 08.
Taxi Alpha Alpha 2, holding point runway 08. Foxtrot Yankee Papa.
Yeah, so
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, you can let me know if it's on accordingly.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We'll do an on final approach. Currently on a left base, runway 08.
Copy as advised, report final approach runway 08.
Report final 08, Foxtrot Whiskey.
yeah, throttle 35 set. The white off, flap 1. Set. Stable, flap 2. And lower the nose to maintain that speed. Brakes checked and P's and P's in the green. Airspeed, top of white arc, S5. And flaps, we got stage 2. Okay, so when we roll wings level after the stern, there should be quite nice lights. Hey, yeah, we're gonna have some nice lights. Lap 3.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, final approach, runway 08.
Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, runway 08. The surface wind is 070 degrees 9 knots. Clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 08, and the lights are fantastic. Thank you very much, ma'am. Foxtrot Victor Whiskey.
You're welcome.
And on. Stable.
Are you able to keep the circuit tight?
Keep it tight, Foxtrot from Sierra.
Foxtrot Sierra, keeping the circuit tight. Report final approach runway 08.
For final approach, runway 08, Foxtrot from Sierra.
Yeah, land light on, T's and P's in the green. Lap 3. Airspeed at 75. Cool, eh? Very beautiful.
Stunning.
Okay, so you see these lights on the side, the red and the white, the 4 and the 4?
Yeah.
Those are called precision approach path indicators. So the more reds we see, the lower we are. The more whites we see, the higher we are. We want 2 reds and 2 whites.
Sierra from Lima Tower, good day. Again, continue approach runway 08. Company traffic function from Sierra is on tight left base for final approach runway 08.
Continue approach, runway 08, Sierra from Lima.
Keeping the circuit tight.
That's
Report
just
final.
smooth land.
Traffic is on a 6 mile at 2,000 feet.
Okay, we're on base speeds.
Thank you. Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, vacate left on Alpha 3 cross Alpha 122.65 for apron office. Bye bye.
Left Alpha 3, cross Alpha 122.65 for apron. Thank you very much. Foxtrot Victor Whiskey, good day.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's a very different experience in a lighter aircraft.
Oh, you.
Very different.
Foxtrot from Sierra runway 08. The surface wind is 080 degrees 10 knots. Clear to land.
Clear to land, Foxtrot from Sierra.
Apron, good day again. Zulu Form Fox Victor Whiskey.
Good.
Fox Victor Whiskey, we are returning from the training flight to the general flying area. Can you please hold the gates?
Keep the gate open.
Thank you so much, sir. Fox Victor Whiskey. Oh, pretty cool. Oh, I hope you got some nice photos.
Yeah.
Hey Ryan. Where's the pause?
Go up. Tap on it.
There, the finish.
Yeah. How was it, guys?